Who are you talking about?
Clyde!
Clyde?
Yeah, in his stupid debating podcast.
After a 1-week hiatus, allegedly due to the backlash from episode 1, we got the second episode of South Park season 27, and this one was no less offensive or hilarious. Episode 2, titled Got a Nut, explores the influential world of podcast bros while Mr. Mackey finds himself far outside of his element when he gets a new gig. This is the second episode of the new season where Cartman's trolling is weaponized against him, and he has to fight for the title of Master Debater. The new administration is certainly taking its toll on South Park, so let's get into it and discuss the details of this new episode.
Look, guys, just leave it alone. Don't give him any more attention.
That's easy for you to say, dude.
Many students at South Park Elementary are upset by some of the topics that have been discussed on a new podcast. Stan tells Kyle and Wendy to just let it go, but Cartman is curious as to who has them so upset. He assumes it's something he's said, but in fact, someone else has become even more offensive than Eric Cartman himself. The host of the podcast is none other than Clyde Donovan, who invites anyone to prove him wrong by debating him on his show.
What makes you think you gotta say all this stuff, Clyde?
Hey, I'm just trying to make my nut, man.
Clyde is brought in to speak with Mr. Mackey, the school counselor, who asks him why he needs to do this podcast. Clyde explains that he's just trying to make that nut. Between Xbox Live, DoorDash, and his media subscriptions, he's got to do what he's got to do to get by out there. Clyde's nut is about $60 a week. The session is abruptly interrupted by PC Principal, who informs Mr. Mackey that due to budget restrictions laid out by the new administration, he'll be let go. Mr. Mackey has been the school counselor for 26 years, but schools only have one counselor now, the greatest counselor of all. Mr. Mackey doesn't know what to do without his job at South Park Elementary. He goes to see everyone's favorite local banker.
And it's gone! This line is for people who have money with the bank only. Please step aside.
Who tells him his nut is about $8,000 a month. He also informs him that ICE is hiring, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and their starting salary is $100,000 a year. And after watching their convincing hiring ad, they also offer an additional hiring bonus, which makes things very tempting.
Enforcement. If you need a job, it's a job to have.
Clyde invites Cartman onto his podcast, sponsored by He-Man Supplements. Cartman is not amused and accuses Clyde of stealing his shtick.
Best way to get ripped quick, so be sure to get some, and also be sure to hashtag respect Clyde's authority.
What?
Clyde hosts popular college campus-style debates where typically liberal students will present their questions to right-wing podcasters to debate controversial topics such as abortion and immigration. Butter steps up to ask why bagels are so yummy, to which Clyde responds,
Well, you've obviously been taught by the Jews to have a problem with this school and with America, so let me ask you this. What is your definition of a woman?
What is my what?
Another student steps up to ask Clyde about calling the girls' school soccer team a Marxist indoctrination camp. And Cartman has had enough. He tackles Clyde from off-screen and beats him senseless, then takes over the debate stage. He claims he is the master debater, and anyone who wants can step up to debate him.
Leviticus 3:17 says it shall be a perpetual statute for your generation throughout all your dwellings. So you can shut up, baby. You just hate America and you love abortions.
Cartman has taken on the persona of Charlie Kirk, the Republican personality best known for these college campus debates. Eric even styles his hair in Kirk's well-known coif and quotes Bible scripture to support his talking points.
It means little human being.
Ooh, his smile is very creepy.
It's the pimp on a blimp, the world's greatest college debater, Charlie Kirk, live. Come debate the world's greatest debater. Let's go.
Mr. Mackey attends his rigorous ICE interview where he's hired on the spot. He goes through the orientation, which is a video from the head of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, whose face shows gradual signs of sloughage as the video progresses.
I'm Kristi Noem, head of Homeland Security.
The new recruits are immediately shipped off to their first raid, something Mr. Mackey does not feel prepared for, and his gentler counseling skills came in handy as he packed the indiscriminate detainees into ICE vans for their various unknown destinations.
Watch as Eric Cartman shuts down these woke liberal students.
Cartman starts his own podcast where he shuts down woke liberal students from the toilet in his bathroom. His mother tells him that's enough, but he informs her that he's now sponsored by a protein powder, so he has to master debate for at least a few more hours, and quotes more Bible scripture at her. ICE raids the local Dora the Explorer live performance, arresting many people in the audience and separating children from their families. Even Dora isn't spared the wrath of justice, nor is a therapy dog assisting someone in the audience. Mr. Mackey struggles with the job requirements and apologizes to the detainees as he places them in the vans.
Cooperate and nothing bad. Holy shit!
Cartman can't stop master debating, and his mom catches him sneaking online at night in his room. She tells him to leave those poor college girls alone.
Put the computer away and leave those poor college girls alone.
Okay, I won't master debate anymore tonight.
The people of South Park have begun protesting the ICE raids and unwittingly give the officers a new direction to look for their nut.
I have no doubt that there are many, many Latinos in heaven.
After a successful raid, Mr. Mackey is approached by Kristi Noem, who begins telling him she's noticed his fine work and she wants to recommend him for a bonus, but they're interrupted by her face sloughing off. Thankfully, her full makeup team is on site, and they catch her face and reattach it before it gets away.
The president's handing out bonuses to recruits that stand out, and I'm going to recommend you for the next... Oh!
Cartman attends the Charlie Kirk Awards for Master Debater, where he is certain his dedicated hard work will pay off with a trophy and an all-expense-paid vacation to a 5-star resort. Unfortunately for him, Clyde is the winner of the award, as Cartman screams that he stole his shtick while his mother drags him out of the award ceremony. This is the second humiliation Cartman has suffered during season 27, and if we know anything about Cartman, he's not known for taking it on the chin. I have a feeling we're going to see Cartman go full Dark Mega or Groiper or something in order to restore things to right.
I'll steal my stick!
Mr. Mackey returns to the bank where he has some nice bonuses to help his nut, but more money, more problems. ICE raids the bank, but only so Kristi Noem can speak to Mr. Mackey, where she tells him the president is giving out bonuses to ICE agents who have proved their worth. He wants to help Mr. Mackey with his nut and has personally invited him to Mar-a-Lago. Mr. Mackey is flown to Mar-a-Lago, where it is a veritable fantasy island, complete with J.D. Vance as Tattoo, Trump's little sidekick. As the guests arrive, they're ushered in by a group of young women, as distinguished by their large eyes, something South Park animators have used in the past as a signifier of age in their unique cutout cartoon style. President Trump tells Mr. Mackey that he likes his style and he wants to help him with his nut, which offers access to all the fineries that Mar-a-Lago has to offer. He wants Mackey to take over as the face of Homeland Security because Kristi Noem's face...
Yeah, she was, but her face freaks me out.
In order to seal the deal and take care of that nut, Trump invites Mr. Mackey back into his room where Satan is waiting.
I just want to go. This place is gross.
The deal is finalized in the good old-fashioned way we all imagine our politicians are making deals.
Would you like me to apply the baby oil to Satan's asshole, boss?
But Mr. Mackey cannot bring himself to go through with it. He runs away, trying to find his way out of there, but only discovering deeper and darker twisted secrets behind each door.
Oh God, Dora the Explorer, excuse me.
Finally, he opens a door and finds Clyde sitting alone in a room. He's taking a breather, getting away from the chaos that his Charlie Kirk Award ushered into his life. Mr. Mackey is still masked in his ICE uniform, so Clyde doesn't realize who he is right away, but he tells Mr. Mackey that he was just trying to get his nut and things have just gone way too far. Mr. Mackey tells him sometimes if you do things you don't believe in just to get the nut, you'll become sadder and your nut just becomes bigger, okay?
Who are you?
I'm a goddamn counselor, that's what I am.
Mr. Mackey decides he and Clyde need to get out of there and save themselves, and there's only one hero who can save them. Kristi Noem shoots down their hope when she realizes Mackey has come for her job. Her face slithers off, seeking revenge, and it attacks security agents at the compound before they're able to get a hold of it. Of course, Kristi Noem's team reattached her face, and Trump denied ever offering her job to Mr. Mackey, who escaped on the same small plane he flew in on with Clyde and Dora the Explorer. who is implied to have been trapped to Mar-a-Lago after her detainment by ICE earlier in the episode. The episode finishes with Trump, Vance, Gnome, and the crew at Mar-a-Lago loo-looing Hark the Herald Angels Sing, a very interesting song choice to say the least for a non-Christmas setting. Did I miss the joke here?
I've got some.
Anyways, this was another hilarious episode, and I loved their jabs at the podcast bros. It was very funny. I have a strong feeling we're going to see Cartman lashing out in a big way in the next episodes because his trolling and offensive humor are his entire personality and always have been. So for others to literally take his shtick, yeah, I just don't see him taking that for much longer. Cartman thrives on that negative attention, which is exactly why he assumed Kyle and Wendy were talking about him at the beginning of the episode. There were a ton of not-so-subtle backhanded implications in this episode with Mar-a-Lago and the Fantasy Island vibes and everything that's been currently going on with the Epstein case and that island, so it was a pretty clever tie-in, and I can kind of understand why this episode was allegedly delayed for a week. Episode 1 was shocking enough to have elicited a response from the White House, but is Episode 2 triggering people the way the South Park creators were hoping to? The right have been pretty good-natured in their response to the show's provocation, which seems to be infuriating the left even more. It seems as though they were really hoping for more of a backlash, but many right-wing influencers and politicians are happy to be immortalized through this infamous show. And while many are left wondering why the show's creators are going so hard on Trump and his administration versus radio silence when Biden and Harris were in office, well, we may have an answer to that. It sure was a missed opportunity, though. Can you imagine the low-hanging fruit of a take on Weekend at Bernie's or Kamala on diaper duty or something? Come on. Regardless, I am thoroughly enjoying this new season and loving all the political humor. It's so necessary right now because if there's anything we can do to process the madness of the past year or two with these elections, South Park can heal us with laughter and just pointing the finger at how stupid everything always is. But those are just my thoughts, so let me know yours in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hey, Eric, stop it.
Mom, I finally got sponsored by a protein powder, so I got a master debate for a couple more hours. Leviticus 9, 1 through 8. Let me alone.
I was the first person to impersonate Charlie at a grand scale, and now South Park's gonna come in and steal my own bit right from out underneath my feet?